Okay guys, so we are starting today like we do every day with coffee. I just drink mine with Splenda and French vanilla creamer. And then I'm starting on breakfast, so I'm just making like basically egg sandwiches for my husband and I. It's pretty basic, but this is something that we really like to have, especially on the weekends. This is actually fresh bread that my mother-in-law made, and it's so good. And then I just spread some margarine on it just to get the sandwich nice and crispy. And then I basically just throw it in a pan with the butter side down and just start like grilling it up, and it just makes the bread so like crunchy and golden brown, and it's so good. And I was flipping these with my left hand because I was holding the camera, so just disregard how bad my flips were. This sandwich is for my husband. He loves mayo and he wants extra mayo on literally everything. I do not put this much on my sandwich, but he's obsessed with mayo. And then I'm starting with the eggs. These are actually eggs that my mother-in-law's hens laid. She has chickens, so these are like super fresh eggs. Literally just got them from the chickens that morning. And I just fried them up with some salt and pepper. And now we are assembling our sandwiches. So we have the mayo, and then we have the eggs, and then I'm using some of this Trader Joe's everything but the bagel seasoning, which is so good, literally makes everything taste better, and that's literally it. And then of course my husband eats his with a ton of ketchup, and we like our eggs super runny, so that's how I cooked them. And then for lunch I actually just had some leftover General Tso's chicken from the night before. I freaking love General Tso's, and this particular like Chinese place is so good. So I had that for lunch, and I was actually watching the World Cup as I was eating this, so I give you a little sneak peek of the game I was watching. Okay, so dinner was so good. I'm making a bacon Caesar pasta salad. Oh my gosh, this is so good. So I obviously just boiled some water for the pasta to cook in. And I had to let that cool for a while. You know, pasta salad's typically cold, so I cooked that ahead of time, put that in the fridge to cool down, and now I'm just slicing up some tomatoes. And these are the rest of your ingredients that you need. So obviously Caesar salad dressing, the croutons, I use arugula lettuce, but you can use any lettuce, and then some fresh grated Parmesan cheese. And of course the bacon, it literally is just 10 times better with bacon, so I just cooked up 3 pieces and I just chopped it up. And then I just threw the tomatoes in like the bacon fat. Oh my gosh, it made them taste so good. And I really like my tomatoes cooked rather than raw, so it made them a little bit warmer, and they tasted so good. And then I sprinkled in the bacon and a bunch of handfuls of arugula. Arugula is seriously my favorite lettuce. I could eat arugula every single day. So I mixed that all together just because the lettuce was like overflowing, and then I topped it with, I don't measure anything at all, I just put a bunch of Caesar dressing on top of it, and also grated some of the freshly ground Parmesan cheese. This literally changes everything. If you can put freshly grated on instead of like the shaker kind, I definitely recommend it. And then of course the croutons. And this was the final product, guys. This was freaking one of the best things I've ever made. My husband loved it. I am obsessed with it. It was so good. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in our next video.